I don't know, but I think this eye makeup that I got going on is a bit much. What do you think? I wanted to do something different, so I came up with this. We're wearing pink and blue eyeshadow because, I don't know, I just felt like something different because I'm always doing neutrals with browns and gold. You think it's too much? Anyway, y'all, I am super excited about today's video. It's going to be so much fun because we're going to be spending a lot of money, not real money, like imaginary money. We're going to pretend there is no budget, okay? We can buy whatever we want to buy. This video is for fun, okay? It is for fun, but it's also here as a resource because hopefully you will learn about brands you have not known or heard about before or maybe wondered about, okay? I just want to show you things that I am absolutely obsessed with. And you know, if I have maybe some rich friends in the audience, feel free to gift me one of these items because my birthday is next month, like in a few days. Team Leo, okay? Happy birthday, by the way, to all the July babies, but move out the way. It's August season. Where's all my Leos at? Say hello. Drop me a lion emoji in the comments, please. All right? By the way, this Fenty Skin lotion or cream is really delicious. And when I say delicious, it's so creamy without being greasy. So creamy without being greasy. Maybe I should link this too. This is the butter drop. It's really good. Really good. So how are we going to organize all of these items, these 20 things? It's probably more than 20. I don't know. I wasn't counting, but I needed a title, right? A lot of stuff your girl likes. All right. I think I have it organized into fashion accessories. So bags, jewelry. Also, I have some shoes. I also have some houseware items. So things like, you know, catering stuff or hosting stuff. Yeah, so sit down, relax, and let's have some fun. Oh, and of course I have my drink. So can you tell what this is? This is coconut water with some of the coconut pieces in it. Okay, let's get started. The first brand I'd like to talk about that I am totally obsessed with is Boccinelli. I think I'm saying that right, Boccinelli. I learned about this brand on TikTok, I believe. The designer is a young Black woman, and oh my God, I am totally obsessed with the Free Woman bag, okay? So she has been documenting how she designed this bag, the process of making this bag, and I absolutely love the tone of gold and all of the different intricate female body parts that are on the bag. Boccinelli. So according to the designer, she says, vision is about reclaiming the body as art. Boccinelli was never made to play it safe. Art isn't safe. Bodies aren't shameful. In fashion, it should make you feel something. And I totally agree. So like I said before, I am absolutely obsessed with the Free Woman bag. Just look at the handle, look at the nipple buckle opener. I mean, that's pretty bold and provocative, isn't it? It takes a pretty brave woman to walk down the street with that bag, and I'm sure you're gonna get tons of compliments. And oh, before I go any further, just know that all of these brands that I'm sharing or gonna be sharing, it's not sponsored. I genuinely love these items, and I genuinely either have it or want to have it. Oh, and then do you see the tote bag? Just look at the tote bag with the pierced nipples. Look at that. Would you wear that? I think it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. That contrast between the gold again and the pierced nipple and the black fur. It's not fur, what do you call it? It's hide. I think she used hide for these tote bags, but I'm absolutely obsessed. Love them. And yeah, the tote bag is called Wild Thing tote bag. So it comes in black and gold, and it's very seductive. And how much would you pay for it? So apparently it goes for $640 for the tote By the way, you will notice in this video that I'm not going to give you the typical designer brands that we've all heard of. You're not going to hear me talk about Chanel, Prada, Gucci, Louis Vuitton. There are a lot of fashion girlies out there promoting those brands. I'm sure you've seen them all. I want to introduce you to brands that you may not have heard of or considered, okay? Because a lot of them make things that are high quality, sometimes even better quality than those high-end designer brands that you're paying tons of money for. So I'm definitely a person who appreciates a good bag. However, I noticed that over the last few years, a lot of my bags have been geared towards fashion and not necessarily practical. I have bought, by choice, no one forced me, have been smaller bags. Yeah, you can carry, your phone, makeup, lipstick, all of that stuff in there. But I realized that I would like a bigger bag. A bag that is about the size of, say, a Birkin 30, which I have. But I don't feel comfortable going out for, a regular day with such a bag, because those bags cost a lot of money, right? But I would like the practicality of a bag that is, again, that size without having to worry about damaging or scratching that bag. So my point is that I've been looking for a bag that's sensible, but also large enough to carry my everyday stuff without feeling guilty, right? So sometimes I want to carry my camera in there. I want to carry all my lotions and my perfume and hand sanitizer and a whole bunch of other stuff. Sometimes I have dolls with me. If you know me, you know, right? I carry a lot of stuff. So instead of that bag, how about this bag? This here bag, Bayswater Satchel. Isn't it beautiful? And it retails for about, anywhere from $1,300 to $1,500. So it's an English brand, and it looks like a very practical bag, don't you think? It's giving that whole Birkin vibe without the Birkin price. And I think it looks beautiful, it looks practical, it's well made. I've researched the brand, and I definitely think it is something I would like to have. Maybe you want to check out the brand too. I love the shape, I love the colors, I love the fact that, of course, it's real leather. Why would you spend that kind of money if you weren't getting real leather, right? And I love the color light pink. Well, I think they call it blossom or light blossom, something like that. Right, look at it. Isn't it beautiful? So yeah, check out this English brand if you're interested in a practical and very beautiful bag. So I've also been craving a woven bag, a bag that has a lot of texture. I don't just want something that looks nice. I really want something that's going to last a long time and is going to look fashionable now and in 10 years, right? Check out this midi London tote from Aspinall of London. Isn't it beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. I just absolutely love the little details. Look at the color in Merlot. Just look at the color. And of course, it comes in so many different colors. Look at the charm on the bag. You see the little B and you see the letter A for Aspinall. And I really like the bag in the color ivory. And just notice that the bag has a lot of partitions. You see that, right? And it just looks like a really well-constructed bag. And I think I would love to have this bag in my collection. Also, the brand Aspinall of London has been worn by many celebrities, many English or British celebrities, but also American celebrities, including J-Lo and Selena Gomez. Another bag I'm totally obsessed with is the Dragon Diffusion Santa Croc. I think I'm saying that correctly, right? But anyway, or Santa Croc. All I know is look at it. Love the shape, love the angles, love the design overall. This is a hand woven bag. It comes in many different colors. I love the dark green. I love the what looks like a burgundy. I love the black. I haven't made up my mind if I do get this bag, would I get it in black or would I get it in burgundy? It looks like a very practically sized bag. Okay, so it does come in a medium and it does come in a large. I would prefer the large. And I love the fact that with the larger size, it's a shoulder bag. With the medium or smaller size, it's more of a hand carry. But also notice that they come in different shapes, different sizes, again, different colors. And one thing to know is that the bags are handmade, so if you order it, apparently it takes weeks, about 2 months to get to you, something like that. The large Dragon Diffusion bag, Santa Croc, is $560 something. Yeah, a little over $500, or let's just say under $600. It's not cheap, but it certainly is a lot more affordable than some of the other high-end designer bags that are out there. And since I've been so interested in a woven bag, I also checked out Coach, because like I told you, I have a number of bags from Coach. Typically, they're smaller bags. So for example, I have this tabby in this ivory color, and I also have this in a red color. This is the current bag that I'm using now, because this holds everything I need so far. But again, I just want something with a little bit more room. It's got my wallet, lotion, hand lotion, you know, powder. Anyway, you get the point. This bag is stuffed, and I would like a bag that's a little bit larger, that holds a little bit more room. So I did check out Coach's website, and they do have a woven tote, which looks pretty promising. But you know, it still looks a little smaller than I would like. So I don't know. So another brand that I've rediscovered, Dooney and Burke. When I think of Dooney and Burke, am I saying that right? Dooney and Burke. I feel like I've heard other people say it differently. Burke? Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. When I think of that brand, it takes me back to when I was much younger. When you think back at what a grown woman was carrying back in the 90s and 2000s, early 2000s, you think of Dooney and Burke because the quality is impeccable. The leather was thick and sturdy and supple. And one of the first bags that I got myself back when I was in medical school was from Dooney and Burke. And so anyway, I haven't really looked at that brand in a while because it just seemed very dated and like older woman to me for a while. But lately they have some really nice bags. They really do. And one of the bags that I really like is one of their satchels, the Florentine satchel. I think this bag is really cute. What do you think? I love the different colors that it comes. I love the tassels on both sides. I love the handle on the bag. I love that this bag looks roomy and it has a little bit of draping or droop to it. So it's not super sturdy. Not sturdy, that's not the word I'm looking for. It's not super structured. That's the word I'm looking for. It's not super structured and stiff. You know, there are other bags, yeah, like this bag. This is a very structured bag, right? And I like it. I love this bag. But sometimes you don't want a very structured bag. You want something that has a little bit of slouch, right? And so this Florentine satchel I think is absolutely beautiful, and the prices aren't that bad. No, they're not that bad at all. What do you think? It's genuine Italian leather. You can wear it as a shoulder bag, you can wear it as a top handle, and I guess depending on your size, you could probably wear it crossbody. If you know this brand, you also know that they're known for their really bright inner lining. And I really love that, how the lining on the inside of the bag is either like a bright pink or bright red or bright green. So such a pretty bag, don't you think? Such a pretty bag. Now look at this bag. Look at this bag. When I saw this bag for the first time, my mouth was like this. Look at this bag. This bag is from the brand Kalechi, okay? And this is a Black-owned business, Kalechi. Remember that name for those who haven't heard of this brand before. But yeah, when I saw this bag, I was just like, I have to get that. I have to save up and get that bag. I am absolutely obsessed with this bag. As you can see, it looks like a Birkin. It's the shape of a Birkin, but it's made with cowhide. And so no one bag is exactly the same because, again, it's made with real cowhide. And so the spots or the striations or the fur is going to be different colors. I am absolutely obsessed. So this brand makes not just Birkin shaped bags, but also Kelly's. And they come in different sizes, again, different colors. I mean, honestly, this bag to me is like art. And I know if you're from Texas or any one of those surrounding states, then you totally get it. Or if you're a Beyonce fan and you know you're into that whole vibe that's been going on lately, then you're probably really gonna like this bag. But for me personally, this has nothing to do with Beyonce. This has nothing to do with Texas. For me, honestly, the reason I like this bag and the texture is because it reminds me of the tanneries that you find in northern Nigeria. So in northern Nigeria, or Kano, for example, specifically, a lot of leather comes out of that area. And so I grew up seeing a lot of natural skin or natural cowhide. And so this totally reminds me of that. And just to see a bag in the shape of a Birkin, made with cowhide, I just think that is so cool. So again, if you are one of my rich friends watching this video, then you know what I want for my birthday or for Christmas. Maybe it's too short notice for my birthday, but how about for Christmas? Oh, and of course, I gotta mention Hanifa, the brand Hanifa. The brand Hanifa also makes bags or has a bag that they've designed. And I think it's really cool. Look at the shape. Isn't that cool? So if the cowhide isn't your vibe, isn't your thing, then maybe you might like this bag. I think this bag looks very practical, but also very architectural, very interesting, right? And I think it comes in two different colors. There's like a dark brown, espresso, like dark brown, and then there's like a bright red. Which would you like better, the espresso color or the dark red? This bag is made from calfskin leather, and the medium will run you $589. Another bag I would really like. I'm such a bag lady. Even though you really don't see me on here showing off bags that much, right? I think I have done like one video a year showing my bags, but I really like bags. Another bag I would really like, and I'm totally obsessed with, but she's a little bit pricey, is from the brand Kai Collective, right? From the brand Kai. Do you see this bag? Is this bag not just beautiful? This bag is large, it's slouchy, it's roomy. I love the gold logo that's on the bag. Look at it. And again, this brand is known for fashion as in clothes, but I think I would rather have the bag before I get the clothes, although she does have a lot of cute clothes, okay? Yeah, she does have a lot of cute clothes, don't you think? And I like that the clothes are size inclusive. Besides the bag, I think I would also like one of her tank tops. So she makes tank tops, really high quality tank tops, along with, again, really nice clothes. But I want one of the black tank tops with the logo. And again, I just want the bag. Can I just have the bag? Save your money, Habiba. Save your money, Habiba. Who said that? Who said that? This is my fantasy. This is my no budget shopping spree, okay? Okay, one more category of bags and then we'll move on to accessories. We'll move on to like jewelry and then household stuff, okay? We're not gonna stay on bags. Stay with me for a minute. You can't go through summer without a nice basket bag, right? If you love summer, if you love to travel, or if you just want the vibe of being on the beach or somewhere tropical, somewhere exotic, then you need a good basket bag. And there are a lot of brands, designer brands that make these basket bags, right? Loewe, we all know the Loewe basket bag, which will run you $690, anywhere from $690 to $1,000. It's a great vacation, warm weather, everyday farmer's market bag, right? But then there are other brands like Pauline, right? And they have the Edition Raffia bag. It has no logos on it. It's $540, which is a little bit more reasonable, and it's quite timeless. Okay, and then there is the bag from Miu Miu, which is another designer bag, even though I said I wasn't going to talk about some of these designers that we've all heard about. This one will cost you about $1,000. And this is the woven tote bag. It's a little bit smaller than the others. Okay, now if you don't want to spend all of that kind of money, you can get a good basket bag from Amazon. Okay, so this part of the fantasy is a little bit more practical. All right, so this is me being a little bit more practical. So I have one of these basket bags that came from Amazon, and honestly, it is beautiful. I love it. The materials are natural raffia, I believe. When I went on vacation last, I bought several bags with me, you know, thinking that I was going to change outfits and change my bags and do the whole fashion girly thing. But no, you know what bag I carried most of the time? My basket bag, because it was able to carry, you know, things that I was buying in terms of souvenirs. I was also able to carry flip-flops in it. So it was a very practical bag. You can carry your bathing suit in there, or an extra scarf, or your suntan lotion. You can just do so much more with a large basket bag. Everything that I've talked about, by the way, I'm going to try to link. So check the description box. And you should see links to all of the brands that I've mentioned, and also alternatives. Okay. One last basket bag before we move on from bags. The one from Tory Burch. When I saw this bag, I was like, oh my God, this is so pretty, so beautiful. Don't you think? Look at it. By the way, if you're looking for pressing powder or face powder that takes away that whole, you know, greasy look, you know, when you do your makeup and after a while, it just gets greasy, you can try this. It really does work, from Lene. I'm gonna do it right here in front of you. You just press down. At first I was like, wait a minute, is it gonna make me look ashy? And it may look like that at first, but it really works. Because I don't like that greasy look, at least not on camera. So yeah. Very sleek and compact at the same time. It works. I will link this below. And since I decided to digress a little bit, just briefly, to share makeup, let me share these from Bare Minerals. This is the eyeliner that I'm using now. So for years, I've always worn eyeliner, and then over the last few years, when I started to have problems with my eyes and sensitivity due to gluten and certain chemicals in the makeup, like a lot of them have wheat in them or formaldehyde, all of that, I have to like avoid it and be very careful. But anyway, I am obsessed with these lasting eyeliner from Bare Minerals. So they come in different colors. I like it in like black. What are they calling it? They call this color graphite. It's like a grayish black graphite. I also like the sapphire. So here are the colors that I have. I gave one to my daughter. I don't remember what color I gave her. And I like the fact that it's very creamy. So it glides on really soft. So yeah. Very, very soft. Let me just do it here. See how easy that is? So easy. So that's what I'm currently wearing today in terms of eyeliner. So yeah, if you have sensitive eyes, you should definitely check out Bare Minerals or Sensitive Skin, because I also use their foundation. Yeah, where's their foundation? So you know I'm not trying to cap you. You can see it's been used. It's been used. So that's the color I'm currently wearing. Okay, let's talk about accessories, specifically jewelry. I cannot leave the house without jewelry. Can't talk about jewelry and not talk about Shop Koi. Oh my goodness, I'm sure I'm not the only one who has stalked, and I mean stalked, the website shopkoi.com. So yeah, she makes sculptural accessories and they're beautiful. I love the tone of gold. I love how unique they are. And if you're not careful, once you start going to this website, you will find yourself buying earrings, necklaces, rings, literally every month. But seriously, I have no regrets. These pieces are luxurious, they're so well made, and definitely going to be in my wardrobe for years to come. I am totally blown away. This is a lot nicer than I even imagined. Anyway, you see the tape measure, you see the inspiration, and I'm adding the Vena ring, which I got first. Isn't it gorgeous? I was feeling a little extra today. Honestly, it exceeded my expectations. I love this bracelet, either casually or dressing up. Would I buy this again? Absolutely, yes. Jewelry. Another brand that I really like, and I know this is also actually considered designer, Schiaparelli. Oh my God, I love the whimsical, unusual jewelry that this brand puts out. It is so interesting to me and so unique and so quirky and silly, like I am at times. And I just love everything that Schiaparelli does. Not all their shoes. Some of their shoes are a little bit out there. You know, I'll leave Miss Monroe to wear their shoes, right? You know, she has some Schiaparelli mules that she wears. I love Monroe still, by the way. And I watch her all the time. She can wear Schiaparelli shoes. I just want the jewelry. I love the hoops. You see these hoops? I love them. And there are a lot of variations of those hoops. I have seen dupes on Etsy, but when you see the real thing, the dupes just don't do it for me. But look at the prices. Oh my God, look at the prices. So specifically, look at the anatomic bijou earrings. It looks like an earring that's actually an ear with an earring on the ear. You see that? Or look at the one with the nose and the lips, and it also has a piercing. Isn't that cool? And just look at the gaze pendant earrings. Look at these. These ones are a little bit more dressy with the whole like diamonds cascading down. And then another brand of jewelry that I really love is by Vivienne Westwood. She's also a little bit kind of quirky and whimsical. I guess there's a theme here to the kind of things that I like. Yeah, I like the fact that her pearl necklaces don't look like, you know, the traditional pearl necklaces. I like the little details, the little charms added, the little pins or safety pins. It's just so unique, so pretty. And my next obsession, glasses. We need glasses for the summer. We need glasses going on vacation. Actually, depending on where you live, we need glasses all year long, okay? So a lot of my glasses are fashion glasses. I like Chanel sunglasses, even though I said I wasn't gonna talk about, you know, your standard designers out there. Seriously, these are the glasses that I like. And yeah, my standard shape that I prefer are either kind of cat eye or oval. Oh, and you know, we can't talk about glasses without talking about Janae Taylor, right? Janae Taylor, influencer, designer, now came out with a sunglass line. And from all of the reviews that I'm seeing, people seem to really like them. So my favorite, okay, I have two favorites. So if y'all seen the Lagos frames, I don't know if they'll look nice on me, but I do like them on other people. And I like the fact that they have this sort of light blue tint to the lens, and you can wear them indoors or outdoors. But I also really like the Milan. I think it's Milan. Yeah, I like the shape of those. Those would look really nice on me. Definitely check out Janae Taylor's new sunglass line if you haven't yet. Okay, let's move on to shoes. Now, would you believe a brand that I thought I would never ever wear, that I just do not gravitate towards, can't see or understand why people like those ugly shoes? Crocs. I just could not get why people want to wear Crocs. In my opinion, they are the ugliest, bulky ass shoes. But guess what? I've been wearing Crocs for the last year. Crocs has upped their game, and they actually make shoes that look very feminine, very dainty, that look like regular shoes. These have been my shoes of choice when I'm looking for comfortable, easygoing, just gotta run, to the backyard or just, briefly to a store. These are Crocs. And I don't want to show you the underneath, but yeah, you can tell they are worn. And I've had these for about a year. Yeah, and I absolutely love them. Another brand that I really like when it comes to shoes is the brand Spring Step. And this is a brand that I only recently discovered, and I'm like, oh, you were made for me. They are so pretty, they are so dainty, they are so artistic, and they are so comfortable, because I'm at the age where the shoes need to be cute, but they have to be comfortable. I'm not gonna wear shoes or stilettos that just look good and then I'm walking around like worrying about bunions and worrying about falling or tripping or my ankles. No, that's just too much. You can see the leather wrapped salsa heel. So it's a very reasonable heel. It's not too tall, but it's not, too short either, because I don't like actually shoes that are flat on the ground. I need some little bit of heel if possible. I also love the laser cutout. And again, these shoes are super comfortable. Now, this might be unpopular opinion, but those dad shoes, which are also supposed to be comfortable in general, I think they're ugly. I don't know, I said it. Even if I had the money, honestly, to do it, you would not catch me in Chanel dad sandals. It's just not my vibe. I just find them very unattractive. However, I saw a similar dad sandals by Kurt Gaia, and they have a ton of ornaments and embellishment on them. And because they have all of that embellishment on them and they don't look as bulky, I could see myself wearing them. Those I could see myself wearing. So I might go and get those from Kurt Gaia. What do y'all think? So before we talk about houseware, let's talk about clothes. When it comes to my style, honestly, the kind of clothes that I gravitate towards tend to be more timeless. I leave the trendy stuff for the young people, even though I'm very much a young person at heart. And I do like to mix it up again with accessories. And nowadays I tend to focus more on quality than quantity. I'd rather have 2 to 3 good shirts or good pants than 10 to 20, low quality fabric clothing. So for example, this shirt that you're seeing is a linen shirt. So it's very easygoing. It's very, I think, classy, elegant. It can wear so many different ways. I didn't have it tucked in. I really should tuck it in, or I should wear a belt. I'm wearing it with a tulle skirt. It's got buttons. It's got this little cuff here. So yeah, this is from the brand Quince. And I really like this shirt because it feels like quality. It's 100% linen. So yeah, Quince. They make inexpensive, expensive things, or that's their motto. Every year I buy myself a white skirt, And for me, white skirts are like jeans because I don't really wear jeans like that. I just find a flowy white skirt to be a lot more comfortable and just as versatile as jeans. Anyway, Quince also has white skirts, so I'm really excited by that. They have white skirts, they have, every color, linen or cotton, real fabrics. You can definitely check out Quince. I also bought myself a black dress from Quince. Here's the dress that I got from Quince. It's a long black maxi, the kind of dress that I can dress up or I can dress down. Yeah, they have so many nice things on the website, and not just clothes, but also things like bed sheets. I was like, what? They got bed sheets, yeah. This item literally took my breath away. I'm sure you see it. Look at it. As soon as I saw that cutlery holder, I was like, I need to learn more about it. Where's it from? I need it in my life now. So I went digging. By the way, this is Becca Bloom, for those who don't know, and she's a very wealthy Chinese American who shares content on TikTok.
My breakfast with me. Our chef usually likes to do.
That cutlery set is from Christolf. Christolf is a high-end luxury brand, and when I tell you, the things they sell, exquisite. So if you're looking for an exceptional gift, you really want to impress someone for their birthday or as a wedding gift or a birth gift, someone had a baby and you literally want a silver spoon, you can find it here. They sell flatware, tableware, they sell jewelry, they sell all kinds of gifts for people of any age. And I don't have to tell you, it's very expensive. These are all part of the Mood collection. So on the left is the Mood Asia 24-piece flatware set, and it comes with chopsticks. It will run you $1,950. It is also engraved with Christoffel. There is also on the right, for $100 more, you get just regular cutlery, 24-piece silver plated for $2,050. This version of 24-piece flatware service is in a cylindrical holder and will run you $850. Perhaps those that are a little bit more minimalist may like this. What do you think? Or if you have 2700, you can get the copper toned color. Yeah, 2700. Now, if you really want to go over the top, how about the 24 karat yellow gold set for $12,500? That's right. It is aimed to seduce the lovers of pomp. Now, if $2,000 and up is not in your budget for cutlery, it's not in mine, at least not at this time. You can certainly check out this inexpensive version for $39.59. This is on the TikTok shop, or you can also find variations on Amazon, I believe. But I'll be honest, once I saw the real thing, I could not, personally. I mean, I know there are people who have bought the $39.59 one, but the quality is just not the same. That outer shell or that egg is actually a coated plastic. So it'll be a no for me. I'll wait until I can afford the real thing. Another brand that I'm totally obsessed with, and if you've been following me for a while, then you know I love everything Mackenzie Childs. Why is that brand so expensive though? Because some of their items are hand painted. Some of their items are mass produced and made in China, but a lot of their items are also handmade in Aurora, New York. And Aurora, New York is upstate New York, not far from where I went to college. So I love that area. It is beautiful. During the fall, it's one of the most beautiful areas. Anyway, back to Mackenzie Childs. Of course, I have a long wish list. Why wouldn't I? I love the butterfly toile mug and saucer. You see it. Look at the butterfly wings as a handle. So pretty. You will see me with that one of these days. I also love the ceramic sweet stand. See, it has 3 tiers. The ceramic version is $499 to $699. I believe the reason the ceramic set is so expensive is because it is hand painted. There is a more affordable or cheaper version that is enamel, and that will run you $269. I mean, how beautiful would that be for your next tea party or your next Christmas party or your next birthday party or just party for one even with a nice cup of tea. I also love their canisters, which are iconic. There's the pink and white, which is called Rosy, which is very soft and feminine. There's also the classic bold black and white, which I also prefer. Cookware. I'm obsessed with the Courtly Check cookware. Their saucepans, their pots. I have definitely promised myself the soup pot. So you see the soup pot? You see that soup pot? That soup pot will be mine before the end of the year, God willing. I want that giant soup pot. Courtly Check soup pot. Now, in case you're wondering, what am I going to cook in that? I want to take out that pot and make an iconic Caribbean chicken soup with pumpkin and squash and carrots and onions and corn and spices, thyme, pimento. Hot soup, especially during the winter. So every time I take out that pot, it's going to remind me of Caribbean chicken soup. You need a crown too. Another item that I am obsessed with and would really like are some chafing dishes, okay? Now don't get me wrong, I do own a set of chafing dishes, but the ones that I would like, my dream chafing dishes, tongue twister, chafing dishes, my dream chafing dishes are from Williams-Sonoma. Of course, you know the brand Williams-Sonoma, right? It needs no introduction. Look at their chafing dishes. Absolutely amazing, but they're very expensive. However, in my no budget shopping, okay, since I can buy whatever I want, I would get the Sonoma brand chafing dishes. It is copper and gold. It is bling for the kitchen. It is beautiful. Look at it. But I know Kenton is going to pull me back into the real world, all right? So in the real world, I think you can find this gold and silver stainless steel buffet 4-pack for $354. I think that's not bad. And you can get this from Home Depot. So I will link it. It's rectangular. And again, it does have the gold accents on it. And you're getting a pack of 4 instead of 1. So I believe also Walmart has some round ones, and that will run you $328 for a pack of 6. So which do you prefer? The rectangular ones, which I think actually save space. You know, if you have a rectangular buffet or table, the rectangular ones fit better. But the round ones also look really elegant and just really nice. I don't know, and just look a little bit more formal. Since we are on the subject of Stanleys, I saw a Stanley that had Labubus printed on them. And for those that don't know, another thing that I am obsessed with of late are Labubus. I know it does not make any sense, but maybe it does. You would know that I collect dolls, right? I collect lots of dolls. I have different brand dolls that I have collected for years. Okay, so to me, Labubus are just an extension of dolls, so to speak. Technically, they are bag charms or keychains, right? Anyway, if you don't know what a Labubu is, let me show you. Here is Sesame Bean, okay? And they are called Little Monsters. They're so soft, fluffy. Here's one of my latest. This one I plan to customize. And I know. Those eyes do look a little bit disturbed. I thought so too when I first saw this one. I was like, But the thing is, the red eyes have hearts in them. I don't know if you can tell. Let me show you what they look like when they are dressed. So this is one of my first. This is the Coca-Cola. Tell me that's not cute. Tell me that's not cute. That is so cute, right? She's got the Chanel bag, the Chanel dress, the little shoes. She's still holding the Coca-Cola bottle because I did not remove it. She has a hat on. Look at this one. This one's got Chanel clothes on, Chanel bag. I know some of y'all like, this is so silly, but it makes me so happy. Look at this one. I dressed this one up like a doctor. Look at that. Tell me that's not cute. Look at the detail. You buy the clothes separately, okay? So I've had to accumulate these clothes. Glasses, the hat. The point is, I'm obsessed with Stanleys. So for them to make a design on the Stanley means it was meant for me. I have already purchased a Stanley mug that has the pictures of Labubus on them. Isn't that nice? Look at it. Look at it. That will be mine in a few days. Let me show you what this Labubu would look like on a bag. You know, what it's meant for. Okay, so let's put this white one. Let me put this doctor one on here. But I think this bag is too small, you know, for this Labubu. I think, yeah, on a bigger bag, not bad. This is a vintage Louis, and I've had this, I got this brand new. So this bag is over 20 years old. My Louis has a Labubu on it, and my Labubu has a Louis. Isn't that cute? My Labubu has a Louis too. Did you notice he's got LV sneakers as well? Can I show you one last thing I want? One last thing. Okay, so you see the size of the Labubus, right? They're not very big. Okay, they're not very big. There is a big rare Labubu, and that's the one I want. It's called Zimomo. But anyway, the Zimomo runs for about $400, anywhere from $400, $500 and up. I know, it's totally irrational, doesn't make sense, but I'm obsessed. Anyway, please shop responsibly, okay? Please shop responsibly. This video was done in fun. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the things that I'm obsessed with. Some things are very practical, and some things I really don't need to survive, right? There are needs and there are wants. There's some things we need and there's some things we just want, but we don't need them. So please be responsible. So yeah, it was fun hanging out with you. And don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to let me know what was your favorite item that you have seen. And if you have any questions, let me know. And again, I will try to link most of the things that you have seen here today. I will try to link it in the description box. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.